So what did you do today, honey?
I got some stuff done. Get knocked down, but I get up again. Hey there! If we haven't met yet, I'm Bethany, and here on my channel, I love to inspire mothers to overcome some of life's obstacles by showing them how to simplify their lives. And today, I'll be taking a walk while discussing the 13 habits of highly effective homemakers. If that is something that you are not interested in, ta-ta for now. But if you are, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing these effective homemakers do is they get enough sleep and rest. I am not talking about anyone with children under the age of 5 or anyone in the newborn stage. That just doesn't happen. That's not feasible. Don't worry about that. It's a season that passes. I'm not talking to you at all. I had 3 under 3 and I was a single mother, so I get it. You won't be sleeping for a while. I am talking to a group of people who choose not to get sleep, not people who cannot. And the reason you want to get enough sleep at night is because you don't want to be walking around your house not knowing your to-do list because you are a zombie. Zombies don't have goals. Zombies do not have systems in place. Zombies are very tired and they aimlessly walk around. So get some rest. Or maybe drink some coffee. Coffee does wonders, you know? It gives you energy for days. You get so much done. So that's my little pro tip for you there. Another thing these homemakers do is they plan ahead, meaning they plan out their month, their week, and their days. This really helps them become more productive, keep their priorities straight, and altogether just be more effective. Another thing they do is tackle the hardest task first so that they can free their mind for all the smaller tasks. When you don't tackle the hardest task first, what ends up happening is procrastination. You keep stressing and thinking and dreading the hard task, and you don't want to even tackle any small tasks until the large one's done, so you don't do anything at all. They also prepare as much as possible the night before. This will also prevent from morning stress, which will leave you frazzled, anxious, and downright unproductive. The next thing they do is implement routines. Since they set goals, they need to have systems in place to achieve those goals. So they make routines, which keep the systems going. That does not mean people cannot be flexible. That is so important. I personally have never been productive long term without systems in place, so I can definitely attest that this works. They are also consistent in what they do. Consistency is key and is something I have struggled with throughout my entire life until recently. And that's because the only thing I was consistent with was my inconsistency. And you really have to have consistency in order to stay productive in the long term. This will help create good habits to where you will no longer have to think about your systems or routines because your habits will carry you through them without much thought. Let me give you an example. I'm going to use coffee. Every morning when you wake up, you don't have to think about, darn it, I have to make coffee, because it's a habit you have implemented in place over time because you know there's a reward at the end of that coffee cup. Okay, I had to come inside because it got cold out. So moved it in here, nice warm fireplace. The next thing that these women do is that they wake up early before everyone else. Again, this excludes mothers with little ones. You get it. I know not everyone is a morning person, but you can honestly train yourself to be one. Trust me, I've recently done this and it's awesome. And here are the benefits of why you want to do this. You get alone time. You can plan your day ahead. You can decide on your behavior, meaning you're already ready to know how to respond. You've already decided how you're going to respond to either future disagreements during the day or frustrations that may arise. I'm a nice mom. I'm a nice mom. And your tank will be full, which makes your day amazing. Another thing these effective homemakers do is something called brain dump. Basically what you do is you have all the stuff in your brain that clogs it up. Just jot it all down on paper, and then you sort it out later to make lists. This gives your brain some relief, and then after you make those lists, you can prioritize them, which helps close all the open tabs in our brains. Therefore, they can focus at the task at hand or just relax their little minds. So this next one is my favorite, and I'm so passionate about this subject. They declutter and simplify their houses. Woohoo! Decluttering is one of those things that takes consistency, but over time will become a habit. Keeping clutter out of your home really will help you simplify your life in the long run. And if you are overwhelmed by clutter, the thought of clutter scares you, I have a whole video on that I will link up above somewhere and then down below in the description box. Now that they have decluttered and simplified their homes, brain dumped, and all of the above, they now have the brain power and room to reflect and reassess their goals. Maybe they've overcommitted or just feel burnt out. Maybe a system or a goal isn't working, so they make adjustments. They really know when to pull in the reins and are self-aware. Which leads me to my next point. They realize they cannot be everything for everyone, so they delegate responsibilities to others. Now, this is where they let perfectionism go. I know it's hard to let go of control, especially when it comes to our homes, but this honestly benefits everyone in the household. Now, since they have delegated some responsibilities to others in the home, they now have enabled time for self-care. This can vary from person to person in what season of life you may be in. So here are some examples of what self-care may look like for different people. Yourself in all your responsibilities. And along with self-care, they truly know how to rest. This is where you intentionally set aside time to rest, which will get you through hard days and hard weeks and give you something to look forward to. I am personally very bad at this since I get a lot of value out of doing versus being. So maybe try to set one day aside a week to rest. Resting is not lazy. In fact, trying to do too much without resting is a productivity killer because you'll burn out, which is not effective at all. If you have found any of this helpful, please share my video. This helps other mothers learn how to simplify their lives as well as my video to be seen. See you next time.